This conference will now be recorded.
So this was our last class working out with stock transfer scenarios. And under stock transfers, I was trying to basically explain like how to go for transferring the stock from one location to another location. So we looked into basically three scenarios, like storage location to storage location was the first one. Then we have checked out how to transfer the stock from plant to plant. And third one, how to transfer the stock from plant to plant, but this time it's going to be two-step process where as an SD consultant or SD job role is going to be getting involved, performing replacement delivery concept over here. Now, the next scenario we work out is going to be the trading scenarios. Now, we are trying to deal with the trading scenarios. Now, when we talk about this trading scenarios, the first topic is going to be the third party sales. Now, what do you mean by this third party sales and how it works out? Now, when we deal with this third-party sales, first thing you need to keep in mind, there will be no inventory management. There will be no inventory management. That means we are not going to be maintaining physical stock in our storage location. There will be no physical stock maintained up. Okay, so this concept is basically buying and selling. We buy the products, we sell the product, and we make revenue out of it. So what happens, like the transaction is going to be done between company, customer, and we have a vendor. So transaction is going to be done between company, customer, and the vendor over here. Okay, when you're trying to work with the third party sales. Now, what exactly happens? Like first step, customer will place an order. Customer will place an order to the company. That's going to be the first step. Customer place an order to the company. Now, as I mentioned, company is not going to be maintaining any kind of stock levels. So what the company will be doing based on customer sales order. Based on customer sales order, company places purchase order to the vendor. That's going to be the second step. Based on customer sales order, company places purchase order to the vendor over here. Okay, and what vendor will be doing? Vendor will be supplying the product to the customer. Vendor will supply the products to the customer. Here's what happens. It's not going to be company who will be delivering the products. It's going to be the vendor who will be delivering the products to the customer over here. And then vendor is going to be charging the company. Vendor charges the company. And based on that invoice, company will be charging the customer. Company charges the customer. So this how the cycle is going to be running. It's going to be having 5 steps involved in it. Let's say I'm trying to take Tata Chroma as an company and vendor is going to be Sony, let's say. And we have a customer. Now what this customer is doing, customer is trying to place an order for Tata Chroma for a particular product, LED TV, let's say. Now the Tata Chroma is not having the stock for that required quantity. Now what this company is going to be doing, they are going to be placing an order to the vendor and it will be giving that information where exactly that stock need to be delivered. Okay, so Sony is going to be delivering the products to the customer directly and they charge the company for that. Now let's say Sony is charging Tata Chroma around 21,000 rupees per piece. Now Tata Chroma will be selling the product to the customer at the rate of, let's say, 28,000 per piece. 28,000 rupees per piece. Okay, so here Tata Chroma is making a profit of 7,000 by doing this particular transaction. So this is what you mean by third party sales. So customer will place an order to the company. Okay, now company is not having the stock. Now what this company will be doing? They place an order to the vendor, and then vendor will be delivering the stock to the customer over here. Vendor will be delivering the products directly to the customer, and then vendor will be charging the company for that particular quantity. And what this company will be doing? Company will be charging the customer. So these are going to be the 5 steps involved in it, where the process is going to be starting with SD and it is going to be ending with SD. In between, MM is going to be coming into the picture over here. Okay, the process is going to be starting with LC and it will be ended with LC. In between, MM is going to be coming it up. Now, how exactly this cycle is going to be running is what we need to know. And there are going to be certain configurations we need to do in the backend as well for this. We require a lot of configurations. Now, first thing, we need to go for creating a material. You cannot use finished product as a material to work with this third party sales. We have a different material type to work out. So we need to create a material, and the material type used is going to be taken as HAVA, which stands for trading goods over here. Which stands for trading goods. And at the time of creating a material, there are going to be SDMM views which need to be maintained up. SDMM views need to be maintained. Like I'm just trying to maintain few of them, like basic data 1, followed by sales organization 1 view. Then we have sales organization 2 view. And the most important thing, when you work with the sales org 2 view, there is a field by the name item category group. So this item category group need to be maintained as BANS, which stands for third party. It stands for third party over here. And we have a field by the name account assignment group. So this account assignment group need to be maintained as trading goods revenue. So we have two types of revenues which are going to be getting generated. One, we call it as a finished product revenue, and second one is a trading goods revenue. So maintain it as a trading goods revenue. Then getting to sales general plan data. Under this sales general plan data, maintain a field called as availability check. This need to be maintained as 02, which stands for individual requirement. Okay, there's a field we need to basically check it out. Individual requirement. And then we have purchase view. Purchasing view. In this, try to maintain purchase group. So purchase group need to be maintained as 000. This is what we need to maintain. And then we try to work out with MRP1, which stands for material resource planning, where we update MRP type as ND, no planning. We're not going to be planning any kind of activities for manufacturing this particular product. So this need to be maintained up as no planning. Then we have MRP2 view, where we try to maintain the procurement type. So procurement type need to be maintained as external procurement. We're not going to be manufacturing it. We are trying to basically procure the product. So try to maintain it as an external procurement over here. And then followed by plan data storage 1 view. That's the next one. This one is not required. You can directly work with the accounting 1 view, where we have valuation class. So valuation class for this, try to maintain it as 3100, which stands for trading goods. Which stands for trading goods. And price control field need to be maintained as we call it as a moving average price. It's not going to be a standard price. It's going to be a moving average price. So these are the settings what you need to maintain when you try to create a material. Okay. So I'm just trying to create one material, and then we Okay. Now to create a material, MM01 is a transaction code. Now try to go for creation of it. So whatever product name you want to maintain it. I'm just trying to call it as a third industry sector. I'm just trying to maintain it as an electronics material type. Hava always trading goods. So maintain this and now try to go for selection of the views. So basic data 1, sales org 1, sales org 2, sales general plan data. This is not required. Purchasing MRP 1, MRP 2. Then we have accounting 1 view. So select these views. So maintain the org levels over here. Now try to go for creating a material. So maintain all the information. I'm trying to call it as a third party. How we are going to be measuring the product. There's a field. And if you just come down, gross weight and net weight of the product. I'm just trying to maintain 1 kilo over here. So sales unit, plant information. So try to update the plant. So SAP1 is the plant. And it's going to be liable for taxes. Under sales org 2, this is the field what we need to maintain. So always make sure you maintain it as 01, trading goods revenue. We are trying to sell this particular product and we are trying to make some trading goods revenue. So just maintain this one. And account assignment group, try to change it to BANS, BANS. Try to change it to BANS, which stands for third party. There's a changes you need to do in the material. And under sales general plan data, change this one to 02, individual requirement. Because once we get an order from the customer, then only purchasing is going to be done. Otherwise, we don't purchase the stock and keep it ready. This transportation group and the loading group information. Under purchasing view, maintain this purchase group. Under MRP1, as I mentioned, MRP type. So maintain it as ND. No planning activities are going to be performed up. And here, always make sure under MRP2, procurement type need to be selected as F, external procurement. Okay, external procurement over here. So check this one. Under accounting 1 view, maintain valuation class as 3100. That's the one which we need to check out. Okay, always for trading goods, it's going to be 3100 and price control will be selected as P, which we call it as a moving average price. And maintain that price information as well. So what price? So here I'm just trying to maintain the price around 5,000 rupees and try to save it. Done. So material has been created on the name of third over here. That's what they have created it. Now once I have created this particular material, now what next? Now for this, make sure you're not going to be maintaining any kind of stock. Don't try to maintain any kind of stock over here for this. Okay, so because we are not maintaining any stock in the inventory for this material. Now, once you have created a material by maintaining all this information, second thing, we need to go for creating a vendor. That's going to be the second step. Create vendor record. So till now we have not created any vendor. So this is the first time we are working with this vendor master. Now how to create a vendor? So what are going to be the transaction codes used? XK01 for create mode, XK02 for change mode, and XK03 for display mode. These are the transaction codes to work with your vendor master. XK01, XK02, and XK03. Okay. So who will be creating this vendor? It's going to be basically your team who will be creating it. So I'm just trying to create a vendor quickly by maintaining only the required data. We are not trying to deal with any kind of prerequisite for creating a vendor. Like for customer master, we have account groups, number ranges, partner determination. So we are not trying to follow anything for this vendor. I'm just trying to straight away go for creating a vendor using the standard values. So if you get into XK01, so I'm just trying to create it on the name of Sony, company code, purchase organization, SSO, account group. I'm just trying to use a standard account group. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here I'm just trying to maintain this reconciliation account. Always maintain it as 1,60,000. For customer master, it was 1,40,000. For vendor master, it's going to be 1,60,000. So cash management, just try to maintain some value over here. Domestic revenue is what I'm trying to maintain it. This view, you can ignore it. Payment terms need to be maintained. Turning procedure, purchasing data. So what is going to be the currency? Terms of payments. So maintain that value. Partner function, maintain it as VN. Manually, we are trying to add it. And the name Sony. Just give me a sec. Okay. Now here you need to basically check whether partner function has been displayed as VN or not. That's the one. So click on enter and try to save it. Okay. So this is our vendor number, what we have created just now. This is our vendor number 2094. So we have a customer, we have a material, we have a vendor. All three things are available now. Now what is the next thing? Now we need to start running the cycle. We need to start running the cycle. Like first step, as I mentioned, customer places order to the company. Customer places order to the company and the transaction code is going to be VA01 and the doc type we are going to be using it is going to be taken as OR. And next thing we need to work out with the item category, which need to be copied up as STAS, which stands for third party. Now, this item category is nothing but combination of OR plus item category group bands, usage, blank, higher level item category blank. We get TAS over here, which is basically relevant for pricing. And it's going to be relevant for billing as well. We're not going to be doing any kind of delivery, but it will be relevant for delivery because customer will be not knowing who is going to be performing the delivery. He will be getting the stock, but he will be not having the information that Sony is going to be doing the delivery. By default, it's going to be the company who will be doing the delivery. And we have schedule lines category as well. Now the schedule line category, check it out. It need to be maintained as CS, which stands for leg over here. Schedule line category need to be activated as CS. So what all information is required to create a purchase order, or what information you need to transfer from SD to MM, all that values are what is going to be maintained in this schedule line category. So this is very much important. So when you create an order, schedule line category need to be copied up as CS. Now see, so try to create an order. The first step, VS01, document type. I'm trying to work with the standard one. Okay, so enter our sold party. So there's our sold party. Now once you click on enter, shipped party has been copied up over here. Now what? Now get into item overview and try to enter the material. Like we have created it on the name of third along with the quantity. So I'm trying to maintain a stock of 10 units over here. Click on enter. And this is going to be the error message you are going to be getting it. Not able to determine consumption account over here. Not able to determine consumption account. Now, how you need to resolve this one? Now, to resolve this particular error over here, we need to do certain settings. So first thing, we need to get into OBYC transaction code and maintain certain settings over here. So select transaction GBV. Chart of accounts as INT. And here we need to maintain that 11 interest. Just give me a second. Let me try to copy all of them. None of the entries are there. Let me try to copy it. All entries are deleted over here. Only one entry is there. In my other system also, these entries are not there. Let me check it out, guys. So I need to stop this one. I can't continue with this. So let me try to check out all the entries and then get back to you on this, how it need to be performed. Because once we maintain these entries, then only we can go ahead running the cycle. Otherwise, we can't work it out.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you please share all the previous videos?
Yeah. By today, you will be getting all the videos.
Yeah, because some lectures I attend on a morning and some for 10:30. Even that 7:30 evening batch, 7 p.m. batch videos also I want, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Everything I'm going to be doing it now.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.